Hey guys, it's that time of year to gift yourself the subscription of a brand new VPN. And I've got the perfect one for you. It's Surfshark.
Look, at the holiday times, we spend so much time in front of the TV watching our favorite Christmas movies. Now, who is Netflix to tell you that you cannot watch all your favorite Christmas movies, right? Especially
Nobody.
when they're available
Absolutely.
in the EU or Australia or South America. Look, I paid for Netflix. I want to watch all of Netflix, and with Surfshark, we can do that.
And not only that, we also compared it to other VPNs, and this is the best bang for your buck.
Unlimited devices, 24/7 customer support, a 30-day money-back guarantee, and they don't keep your data logs. They don't care what you do, okay,
whatever you
guys?
want.
Do whatever you want.
want.
It's your internet with a VPN. Guys, get Surfshark now by using our exclusive deal, which is right now actually going to get you 83% off a 2-year plan with 4 extra months free. Thank you so much, Surfshark, and thank you to you guys. Enjoy the video. Hey guys, welcome to our movie review for Spider-Man No Way Home. A 2-hour and 30-minute film that's got Doctor Strange, and obviously there's been a lot of
Various
villains that they've released, and I've tried to stay my best off the internet in the past few days to finally get into the theater, and it was worth it because this is a really, really good Spider-Man film, in my opinion, that pays homage to all of Spider-Man lore, is how I can say. We'll just go no spoilers, and then we'll do spoilers afterwards. I'm sorry if you've already been spoiled by internet assholes, but, you know, so it pays homage. It's got great message, heart, comedy, and really good action, surprisingly good action, and fight sequences, and just an overall really fantastic film that seems to really kind of raise the stakes and raise the possibilities within the MCU, as well as what Spider-Man is capable of. And I just loved every freaking frame. I thought it was fantastic. And although it did kind of have a rocky start, I felt like that this first act was really breakneck speed with really poor pacing. And they're just like, oh, shit, we kind of did this thing at the end of the last film, and we have to, wrap up the fact that people know Parker's identity and all this other stuff. We have to wrap that up so that we can do our new movie. Thankfully, when the villains start showing up, this new movie really hits it on all cylinders for me and never slumps. What did you guys think of Spider-Man?
I love this film. This was a fantastic one. This was a great watch. I didn't even feel like it was 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Nope.
I enjoyed every moment of it. The action was fantastic.
Oh my
the
gosh.
emotion really was there. I didn't know how they were going to divvy up all the villains, but
Right.
they did a good job doing that.
We've seen them in
They
the
all
trailer.
got-
What are they? We've got
We
Doc Ock,
got Sandman,
Sandman,
Doc Ock,
Doc
Green
Ock.
Goblin,
Electro, and Lizard Man.
Yes.
So 5 freaking villains, one short of Sinister Six, right? God damn!
And
How
they
do you
all had pretty good
handle
enough
all that?
time, though.
Well, one of the biggest criticisms from Spider-Man 3 is that there's too many characters in it, and you put Sandman, and you put Venom, and you got Topher Grace. It was a fucking mess, right? But yet somehow they fucking pull it off here. What did you think, Alec?
I really liked it. I think it's one of the strongest films in the MCU.
Oh my God! Unanimous across the board.
Yeah.
We fucking love this thing. Go out and fucking see
It's
it
a must.
in theater.
It's a must.
It's not without its
In theaters.
it's not without its issues. I think this suffers from the
Sure.
same kind of stuff that Endgame did, where you really have to. There's a point in the movie where if you do not buy the motivations or explanations, I can see if someone's like, "I hate this movie," it's like, I'm not going to agree with you, but I get it. I was fine with it, but there's some weak-ass writing in this movie that they needed to workshop.
I can see what you're talking about. I already know what it is.
Yeah.
And
we talked about
it's-
it in the trailers, too.
I didn't like it at first, but then it started to win me over. It kind of does disjustice to one character, but maybe they're just at a particular portion of their life, right? And then another character, the whole crux of the movie and the message of the movie doesn't really work unless they make a particular choice, a very difficult choice that we pointed out in the trailers that we didn't quite understand until we saw the film. So yeah, two things we can talk about in spoilers, but you think ultimately they did get over that and
Yeah, I mean it's weak writing, and I think that you're right that they kind of wrote themselves into a corner and they just kind of buy into it. And I was fine with it because this movie was emotional, the action was great, and other than like a scene towards the beginning and one little blip towards the end, I think I don't love every
I think
frame
the writing
of
was
it.
good except for those parts.
And they're really small parts, but I think I understand where people are going to like it. So like this is in my opinion, one of the best movies in the MCU. You should definitely go see it. I grew up watching Spider-Man the animated series, and it's been a long time. We've had a lot of like kind of crappy Spider-Man
Animated stuff
lately.
yeah.
No, I just mean like movies.
Oh, in general, okay.
Yeah, and like there was some
Yeah.
disservice done to Spider-Man during the Andrew Garfield thing. I haven't always loved the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies, and I think this is definitely better than all of those.
Excellent. Yeah. Man, this. Gosh, I'm still gushing about this. This one actually hit me emotionally. There was a moment in the film where I was like choking up. I was like, "Damn, that one got me." And I think it's because now, granted, I don't know if it's going to work as well as it did for me if you yourself have not seen all of the Spider-Man films. And I've seen every single fucking one, right? I'm wondering how much of emotional impact certain moments will have if you don't have the greater context of previous Spider-Man films, if you don't have the greater context of the MCU. But I do think it still works. It's just, does it kick it into that high gear for you? And I think if you've seen them, then it will kick it into high gear. If you haven't seen them, you say, okay, I understand that, and it still works, but it doesn't rise above. But this film made me feel things that the Spider-Man films didn't come anywhere close to making me feel. Really tugging at my heartstrings. So I highly recommend you out in the theaters to see this one. Obviously, this isn't on VOD or anything yet, and it's worth it. It was an event film. The audience was fucking into it. It's been so long since I've had an audience laughing and clapping and gasping and all in unison and together. Joe hates that stuff. I don't really hate it as much because like it's a part of the viewing experience. Like say if you're watching Jackass and somebody's shitting on the screen, then obviously
there's not dialogue in Jackass while they're shitting on the screen though. Like the issue is you have morons going like this while people are talking. Yeah, it's like I want to hear what's happening on the screen. You fucking
didn't
moron.
happen that much. I could hear everything. Maybe you just couldn't hear it. That's fine. But I thought I enjoyed that part because it was an event film. It felt like an event film. It felt up to, it's like, goddamn, we just had a bunch of Avenger films. Are we going to go back to, this friendly neighborhood Spider-Man it's very small and localized? No. This was bigger and better than previous films, and I think that it does every single character justice. In the past, I haven't really bought into MJ. This universe is MJ. This film, I buy into MJ now. I really enjoy MJ. She came off as more charismatic, a more gentle, more caring, and you could see sort of the relationship developing there between Holland and Zendaya. And some of these returning cast members from previous Spider-Man universes, these villains, they all pick up where they left off. I think everybody basically picks up where they left off. Dude does a great job, and we have certain moments that sort of explore these characters due to the plot. In ways that I had always wished that we got to see them and we got to explore them. And this fucking film does it. It's hard to talk about some of it without spoiling. So let's go ahead and go into final verdicts so that we can have a really, really long spoilers discussion.
Okay. For this one, it's probably going to be like between a 9 and a 10. It was just a great film throughout. I have a little nitpicks. We'll talk about that in spoilers, but this was well put together. I loved every moment of it.
Me too.
Man, I'm trying to decide.
I'm like, what films did I get a 10 out of 10 to in the MCU? And then did I like this one as much or was maybe even more? And for me, there's films that I really liked. And this one I liked a lot.
This one I'm going to go with a 10 because they had a lot to do.
Yeah.
There's like so many villains, and they did enough screen time to not make it kind of like it. It was enough to make it kind of fleshed out. Between there's some that I didn't, some motives I didn't buy with Sandman. I'm like, well, that kind of doesn't make sense, but I'm willing to overlook
Yeah.
that. And some of the jokes was like, well, that wasn't really necessary. Like,
Yeah.
something land.
There's
but
a
overall,
moment-
just like little nitpicks, but
Yeah, little things.
everything else was great. The fighting was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see this movie again. 10.
Yes, Joe. There was a moment with Aunt May for me that I was not on board, and I was like, "This doesn't make any sense. I don't like this." You guys, I don't like this, but the film won me over on it eventually. You know, so we'll have to talk about that in spoilers. What about you, Alex?
Yeah, I'm also struggling between a 9 and a 10. I am a huge fan, and this movie was just filled with fan service, and
Fan
so
service.
I love fan service because I'm a fan of this movie.
There's a damn good amount.
And
of it.
there's so much of it. It's like, hey, callbacks and hey, remember this, and it's done in a way that it didn't feel tacky.
Yeah.
Everything kind of fit together. It was well directed and well put together, other than probably 3 moments in this film. And but I'm not gonna take a point away from them. I think the other things kind of rise above that, and just we don't do half points.
Don't do half
so
points here.
I will round up, and I will
Yeah.
give this one a 10.
That's what I
I
rounded up. I rounded up.
I'm something of a fan myself, Alex.
11.
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10,
It's a
y'all.
must-see.
We did it. It's a must-see for the MCU. A great Spider-Man film where all the actors are in their element, and the story impactful, the emotion there, the comedy there, the action there. Like, they're fucking brawling, dude. Like, fucking Green Goblin is not playing around this time. Him and Spider-Man are straight up brawling. The fight, I don't want to say too much, but obviously, you have some arguments between Doctor Strange and Spider-Man, and there's conflict there. You have conflict with all the villains, and then a final surprise in the third act, and then just an ending well done with some confusing direction on where they're going next with it, right? It almost feels like they ran out of ideas, and now they're looking towards, okay, what did the fans say about it? What can we do next? And then there's 2 post-credit scenes, so make sure you stay for both. One is actually more a trailer. It's just
Yeah,
a trailer.
I
it's a
expected
trailer.
another post-credit scene, but it is just a full-on trailer for, we'll talk about it in spoilers, but there is a mid-credit scene that it's like, yes, whoa, no, wait, what? Hold up, wait a minute, no, don't do it and then take it away kind of thing. So we'll have to talk about that, but 10 out of 10, characters great, action great, story great,
did a great
pays
job.
homage to all of the Spider-Man lore and comic books in a fantastic way, and really does the secret that I'm not talking about justice. Anyways, so that's our quick
go to
review
spoilers.
of Spider-Man No Way Home.
No way home.
And stick with us if you'd like a little bit of spoilers. So I want to thank Surfshark for sponsoring our video. I want to thank you guys for clicking on it, and let's jump into the spoilers section.